morning, grade 4s. So welcome back to science class. So I'm not sure if you remember, but we'll refresh your memory. So last class we were talking about white light. And this is a white light, like we remember.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just wanted to remind everybody that the white light has every single color of light. So remember we did some activities about that last time. We had our little prism and we saw all the different colors coming out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So does everyone remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So today what we're going to do is talk a little bit more about how color and light are actually interconnected and related. So, yeah, we'll dive right in. So, first of all, I just want to explain your little sheets that you have in front of you. So first we have our predict section, and you might get confused because you'd think you have to go over here, but you actually just go straight down. So when I'm going to explain my materials and what we're going to do, and then I'm going to ask you to do a prediction. So in this section, and then explain why you think your prediction is what it is. And then we're going to actually do the experiment and have some fun. Then you're going to rate what you have observed, and then you're going to explain why you think, and then we'll talk about it. Okay? So does anybody have any questions about this sheet? No? Okay. Perfect. So now I'm going to tell you about our materials. So first things first, I just want to talk about this little light that I have. So this is called a little red, it's like a little laser pointer. So it's actually a very powerful red light. So we don't want to shine it in anybody's faces or in their eyes or anything like that. So I'm going to be very careful today to always make sure that I'm pointing this down at the table, not in anybody's eyeballs, because that could really, really hurt you, okay? So if you ever have one of these, just make sure you don't shine it in anyone's eyes, at anybody, or at like a window or a mirror, because then it can shine back at them and just really hurt their eyes, okay? So then we have 2 sets of gummy bears. So can anybody tell me anything that they see about these gummy bears?
One's green, one's red.
That's right. So we have 3 green gummy bears and 3 red gummy bears. So, anything else that you notice about them? You can touch them if you want.
They're squishy.
They're squishy. Yeah, that's true.
They're not see-through.
Yeah, good. That's a very good point. So, they're not see-through, but does light kind of go through them?
Yes.
A bit.
A little bit, yeah. So light kind of goes through them, but they aren't like a mirror or a window. You can't see straight through them. Yeah. And then, so I have my light, I have my red gummy bears and my green gummy bears, and then I have this white sheet underneath, which is just so that we can see exactly what's going on when we're shining the light. So, does anybody have any questions about the materials?
No.
No? Okay,
What's
so
that white thing?
this?
Yeah.
It's just the white sheet underneath so that when I shine the light, we can see exactly what's going on, especially since I would dim the lights, but I don't know how in here.
Okay.
So,
Sounds
yeah, it'll just be easier to see.
Gotcha.
Also, I just wanted to point out, we're not going to eat these gummy bears, even though they look really tasty. I've been touching them and practicing, so they got all my hand germs on them, so just don't try and eat them.
Okay.
But I might have a treat for you later if you would listen really well.
I love listening.
And so, yeah, we'll see. Okay, so let's just dive into what we're going to do. So, first of all, I'm going to just take my little light, and I'm going to shine it, and I'm going to put it straight up to the gummy bears, just like this, and then I'll have it pressed, like that. So I'm going to do the red ones first, press the light, and then take it away, and then we'll see what happens when the light is shining at them. And then same thing, shine the light, push it up nice and close to the green gummy bears, and then we're also going to see what happens there. So I might actually go on top of it too if we're having a hard time seeing what's happening, just because it's kind of bright in here. And same thing with these ones. So if I do that, that's just so that you get a better angle of exactly how to see what's going on, okay? So take the light, shine it really close, and then same thing on this one, okay? So, yeah, now we're going to do a little bit of our prediction, okay? So can we write in the top square right here what we, perfect, thank you, yeah, of what you think might happen when I do those steps. I want you to talk about what's going to happen with the red ones and what will happen with the green ones. So take a little bit of time to do that. Ooh, nice, you got different colors. So you can think about like what's going to happen inside the gummy bears, or like maybe think about the colors that we have here, how we have green and we have red and then a red light. And then, once you have that little prediction, I want you to jump down to move down to the next section and write why you think that might happen. All right, 10 more seconds. All right, does everybody have their predictions written? Yep. And they think they might have a reason why it would be happening?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So can I just get everybody to turn their papers over? Okay, great. So I'm going to ask for some predictions, but I'm not going to ask specifically for your predictions. I'm just going to think of what a reasonable student might predict. Okay? So if you want to share yours, that's okay, but you don't have to say that it was yours. We're just going to assume that you're thinking of what a reasonable student might predict, okay? So does anybody have a prediction that they think someone else in the class might share? Yeah, Alicia?
I think that someone might say that the white light or just the red light? Are we just working on the red light?
We're just going to talk about the white lights for later, so I shouldn't have that up.
That's fair. That the red light will go through all three of both colors because it's a light going through an object, so it should go through.
Cool. And then what would you think would go, what would happen to the green ones? Or not you, but someone.
I think they might also go through the green ones because I think the gummy bears are made out of the same thing, so it shouldn't affect it.
Perfect. Okay, so we might think that the red light will go all the way through the red gummy bears, and the red light might go all the way through and come out on the other side with the green ones too. So anybody have any other thoughts of what a reasonable student might think? Yeah?
I think because the light is red, that it'll only go straight through the red ones, but it won't go through the green ones because it's not red like the light.
Cool.
Mm.
Great. Okay. So we're thinking because the color of the light matches the color of the gummy bear, that it'll go through the red one, but we're thinking that maybe it won't go through the green one because it's a different color than the green gummy bears. Cool. Okay, anything else, or are we all sort of thinking the same thing?
Maybe they won't go through either.
Oh, cool. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to dive right in. So everybody, look very closely. So I'm going to shine the light in 3, 2, 1. Wait!
Oh.
we need to do our vote. We forgot.
Oh.
Okay, so everyone needs to close their eyes when I tell, and we're going to make sure that our eyes are locked shut, okay? So this vote needs to be anonymous, and we need to make sure that we're not peeking, okay? So if you think that you won't be able to keep your eyes shut, that's totally fine, but I'm just going to ask that you step into the hall. So is there anyone that can't keep their eyes shut? Or we're all fine. Okay, great. So our first one, put up your hands. Oh, and make sure you only vote one time. So, put up your hand if you think that it'll go all the way through the red gummy bears and the green gummy bears. Okay. All right. Put your hands down. Who thinks that it will go through the red but not go through the green? Okay. And put your hands down. And hands up if you think it won't go through any. Okay, great. All right, hands down. So, eyes open. So, we have 2 votes for go through all 3 gummy bears for red, and we'll go through all 3 gummy bears for green. 1 vote for will go through the red but will not go through the green, and then 0 votes for won't go through at all. Okay? So, now we can really get started, okay? So you can flip your sheets back over if you want. All right, so let's come in nice and closely. I won't shine this in anyone's eyes, don't worry. So I'm going to take this light and do it nice and close. So ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, the light's a bit funky. Okay, so what do we see?
It's going through.
Yeah, it's going through, and is it lighting them up, kind of? It looks
Yes.
like it's really brightly shining. And what color is it shining?
Red.
Red. How cool.
Maybe.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now our green ones. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
Wow.
Nothing's whoa.
Nothing's happening, is it?
What's wrong with the green gummy bears?
What is wrong with
Extra
the green
Jell-O?
gummy bears? Good thinking. So, now that we've seen this, we see that the red light is going through, or not going through, but it's lighting
Shining.
up these red gummy bears, and then nothing happens. We're seeing a little bit of red, though, right?
Is that why you shouldn't eat the green ones?
I don't know. So that's why we're seeing, or that's what we're seeing. So I want you to write that down. Either draw a picture or write what you saw in your explain section. And so this one, your observe section. And then you can make a little bit of a guess of what you think, why you think that might have happened. All right, 10 more seconds. Okay, perfect. So does anybody want to share maybe their explanation that they thought, or something that a reasonable student might think? Why it went through the red and wouldn't go through the green? Yeah.
I said that it went through the red because the same color, light of the same color goes through objects of the same color, but light of different colors won't go through objects of different colors.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh,
good.
cool.
So that's perfect. Very good explanation. So we see that this red is going, the red light is going through the red gummy bears because red objects have the capacity to reflect red light into our eyes. Yeah, that's okay. So I'm almost done.
Okay.
So we have this red is able to reflect into our eyes, but the green, when we shine the red light into the green gummy bear, the red light is absorbed fully. So we can't see it in there, can we?
No.
No. So, to tie it back to what we were talking about last time, this white light has every single color of light. So when we shine it on these, it shows red, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every single other color that's in here is being absorbed into the red gummy bear, except for red, which is being reflected. And same with the green. The green is reflected, and every single other color of this white light, like the red, which is in the white light, is being absorbed. Really, these gummy bears are any other color but red, and these ones are any other color but green.
That's
because
so cool.
they're reflecting into our eyes, and all the other colors are being absorbed.
Cool beans.
Any questions? Okay, great.
Cool.
Good work, everybody.
That was really cool. Oh, wait, I gotta stop it.